Hello, it's Kohaku. Today we're going to be playing some Siren's Call. Now I don't believe I've added this in my list of games that my OBS should recognize as audio. So let me just change that a second. Oh, it's called game.exe. Wow, original, huh? I sure hope it's this one, because if not, I'm a little screwed. Oh well. It is what it is. Well, as you can see, this game has severe warnings for autism, epilepsy, depression. It might make people deeply uncomfortable. So if you want to skip on this one, that I completely understand. And if everyone is okay for us to continue, I shall continue. Wait, if you'd like, you can view a more detailed warning by clicking the above button. This will contain spoilers. I don't want spoilers. By proceeding past this menu and playing Siren's Call, you consent to the exposure of content pertaining to these subjects. Yes. This game is a work of fiction. Any names, characters, places, business, events, situations are either used in a fictitious way or I didn't have time to read that. Oh well. You get it. I think. And if you don't, well, tough shit. Sorry, I was listening to some music before I started stream. It was very catchy. Lose yourself in Siren's Call. Right, okay, we did have sound there. Was that coming through or was it not? I'm not sure if the sound's coming through. Oh, I've got all my things disabled because let me know if you can hear it, Ludwig. I can't. What's finishing touch? I don't know. New game. Howdy, howdy. How you doing? How you doing? Oh yeah, I can't bonk today. This is Siren's Call. Let me just, cause we can't bonk la bonk today. I don't have my live 2D on. My PNG even. Him. The rest of it should be good. Yes, this is Siren's Call. It is a visual novel. It has a lot of warnings for content. Her writer is they're feeding me big words right out the gate. Oh my god. Cogenia. Didn't eat my thesauruses this morning. Unable to tell the truth, and that is why we call what he writes fiction. Fiction is the lie through which we tell the truth. The story is a work of fiction. Depending on what you plan on telling me, I should hope so. Oh, the Cape just fired another rocket into the sky, but nobody is looking at it. Why? What's the Cape? Why are they firing rockets? There's so many questions! They're looking down at the heartless asphalt. They're panicking. Why are they panicking? But I won't look down. I can't. So I'll keep looking up at this rocket. Why not? Nothing better to do, right? Rockets. No matter what the experts say, rockets only exist for one purpose. They're our ticket to leaving home, the prototype for our salvation. Oh, is the world gonna end? Everyone knows it. Everybody knows we're gonna need to get the hell off this planet. But Florida has amusement parks, beaches, and bottomless margaritas, so it's good at helping people ignore how screwed we are. That's true. Still, they know though. Everybody knows. But nobody talks about it. That's the duplicity of Florida. It's our gateway to the cold, inevitable unknown, and our own personal lotus land. Yeah, I'm sorry if you hear my roommate in the background. He's a menace to society. And our beautiful Batman. To here we arrive, and from here we shall leave. That is our claim to fame. Oh, and the weather. Why is there a mechanical sound? That's right. We're famous for our hurricanes. This isn't how adults deal with their problems. It can be. Maybe someday, when all our bags are packed and our fancy new rockets are stuffed to the brim with human cargo, a giant hurricane will inexplicably cover the state. We'll be trapped, forced to live with the consequences of our actions. We'll be unable to run away. Yobby. Cut the crap, Oliver. Okay. Cut the crap, Oliver, jeez. It's your fault this happened. You need to own up to it. Oh, what, I single-handedly destroyed the fucking Earth? Sure, bet. Uh-huh. Okay. Because one person is responsible for its upkeep and downfall, of course. You know, if it was really that simple, I bet you there'd be one person on this planet who would be like, I need to take it upon myself to keep this shit show going. And there'd be several more who'd be like, I'm gonna drag this planet down to hell. I'd probably be part of the latter. So be a fucking adult and open your eyes. Please, no. Wait, why am I thinking about this? Oh, I've got choices. I'm gonna get the bad ending, just an FYI. If you're here for the good ending, it's not going to happen. I can make choices, and I'm going to make terrible ones. I always do. People were panicking just now. They were panicking so much that nobody was watching the rocket. But wouldn't that be considered normal? Isn't it normal to be afraid? Maybe I'm wrong about all this stuff. Maybe we don't need to be trapped here by a hurricane or whatever. Yeah, the world was lovely once. A veritable Garden of Eden, but maybe that's not what we need to mature as a species. Things might just be better somewhere else. After all, the phone's ringing. Isn't that why we all worked so hard? To help you leave? Huh? Well, this certainly seems intriguing so far. I like that it's all paintings. That's quite cool. You have 5 new messages. Damn! Jesus Christ. I get one and I stress out. First message. Hey there, college boy. It's Mom. Oh, great. It's Miss Lawrence. Well, Violet's Mum anyway, obviously. Hey, we played a game with a Violet in recently. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I can't believe you're actually going to college. Am I that much of a failure? Wow, my mum has so much faith. I'm so proud. Anywho, I'll be back from Denver later tonight, assuming there's no delays. There's going to be delays. I'll probably be tired, so I'm just gonna drop off my luggage and then we'll make a beeline for your hotel. We won't have time to drive through anywhere, so you should probably eat something before I pick you up. I'll likely be back by 8:30, so make sure you're ready by then, okay? What else? What else? Oh, can you make sure Violet cleans a bit before I get there? I doubt you two made much of a mess, it's just extra work, you know? No pressure though. Well, enjoy the day. Can't wait to hear about your summer. Bye, Mom. College, how exciting. Get ready. End of message. To delete message, press 9. Oh, shit. Wait, can I actually press my keyboard? Ashton. Dude, it's 2011. Get a cell phone. Bro, you're literally the only person I leave voicemails for at this point. I'm not doing this anymore. Once you move to Asheville, I mean it. It's dumb. Even Emil isn't that backwards. I'm pretty sure he still carries around a pocket watch. Hey, don't bash pocket watches, okay? They're pretty cool. Anyway, I'll be on Flagler at the usual spot. I'll buy you a burger or something, so come on down whenever. Later, bro. Bye, bro. End of message. To delete, press no. I can delete my messages. That's great. I don't like this dude anyway already. Next message. Hey there, nerd. It's Andy. Hi, pretty lady. You're not getting out of training just because it's your last day in town, you know? We'll have to cut it a bit short today, but that's fine as long as you make time to go back home and say goodbye to Judy as well. You are planning on doing that, right? You know she'd be devastated otherwise. Fuck Judy! Well, whatever. I'll be warming up at the park, so hurry on over. It's hot though, so bring some water if you don't want to die. I prefer Pepsi Max and alcohol, if you don't mind. Just an FYI. Oh, don't. You'll call. Bye! Maybe it's Siren's call. Because it's the name of the game. You seem cool. I'll keep your message. Next message. Oliver, Emil here. I was wondering if you finished up with the book yet. We might not get another chance to discuss it in person, given the circumstances, and I can't think of a better way to spend the day. I'll be at the library when you're ready. Okay, so we have the nerd already, we have the one who likes to eat a lot, and we have the sporty girl. Okay. Who else do we have? Also, one other thing. Have you been deleting these voicemails like we discussed? No. I deleted one of them. I doubt anything would come of it, but it's best to leave our trail cold, simply as a precaution. You're a leader. So, I'm sure you've been on top of things per normal, but I figured it wouldn't hurt to remind you, just in case. Regardless, I'll see you soon. Stay sharp. Are we planning something? End of message. To delete, press 9. Bye message. Next message. Oliver? Oh my god, it's Judy. Hi, how are you? How's Violet? It's Judith, by the way. Not Andy. Well, your picture gave it away, and the name. But, this is a voicemail. I know we sound similar over the phone, so I didn't want to confuse you again. Happy last day of summer, I guess. Are you feeling okay? What was that? Are you feeling okay? Do you have any plans for today? I know you probably have to pack, of course, but after that, are you doing anything fun? Yes, leaving. It's the last day of summer, so it should be fun, right? You're probably busy though. I'd be busy too if I was going to college. That's why you didn't answer the phone, right? Because you're busy. No, because it's my landline, and I was probably not near my landline. Or asleep. I'm sorry if I disturbed you. If I don't see you again, good luck at college. Make sure to let us know when you're back home for breaks and stuff, okay? No. Okay, good luck out there. Thank you, Oliver. Goodbye. Bye. Oh, she's so sad. I must protect this face. I need to delete it. As much as I don't want to. Dude says we have to delete them, so they're being deleted. Although we missed one. Oh, to repeat save messages, press 1. Yeah, it's Mom. I'm told we should delete them, okay? So they're getting deleted. Not trying to go for no good ending, but if I can at least help it, I want to make some smart decisions. Come on, you talk too much, lady. Goodbye message. Message deleted. Oh yeah, the last one was from Andy. Yeah. I'm gonna come and train. I'm gonna get buff, and she's gonna be like pretty and like flirty and stuff. Ta-da! Right. Well, we've checked the voicemails. Let's investigate my house. Yuppie. What happened to you? Uh, this house does not belong to you. What? Okay, right out the gate with the weird shit. Can I investigate my house normally, please? To the window. To the bed. To the couch. To my suitcase. Start at the top and work our way down, I suppose. A beautiful, silent summer's day awaits for me outside. Fun stuff. No. It might be fun. It might be fun. I just gotta have the right attitude. I've just gotta keep going forward. To my sister's bed, because that's not fucking creepy. Violet's bed. Wait, this was the room that was all thingied before, wasn't it? 'Cause there's a mirror in the plan. She still hasn't changed the sheets from last time, has she? Welp. Goodbye, gross bed sheets. Goodbye, Mr. Dolphin and Mrs. Donkey. Don't you dare tell anyone about what did we fucking do in there? Excuse me, what the fuck did we do in Violet's room? I hope for my sake Violet is our girlfriend and not our sister. Oh my god, if she's my fucking sister. Oh! As much as I want to lay down for a bit, it's irresponsible to sleep my life away. No, it's not. Sounds like something Dad would say at the very least. Then again, maybe lack of sleep is why he was always so cranky. That's still on him, though. That's always going to be on him. My suitcase. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes to pack up all my clothes. Yeah, as long as I'm back a little before 8:30, everything should be good. I guess one of the perks of growing up poor is that you never really have much you need to pack. True. It's kinda handy, actually. Well, who's Mrs. L? Miss L, even. I shouldn't be in here. Why am I even in here? Even though she hasn't been here all summer, I'm still a guest in Miss Lawrence's house. I should respect her privacy. But if she hasn't been in her room for this long, then how the hell does it still smell like wine? The food processor, the absolute highlight of your house. There's bits of black bean burger stuck to the inside of the food processor. Ew, did you not clean it? I guess Violet already made herself some lunch. Adorable. She's such a cute little herbivore, I swear. Okay. Kinda weird that I didn't hear that thing go off while I was sleeping there. I wonder why that is. Maybe she took it outside, and then brought it back. Journal. Now that the investigation is over, I should probably destroy this or something. I'm pretty sure Emil has recorded all the important stuff anyway. Investigation? Of what? What are we investigating? Even so, it's hard to just let stuff go up in flames like that. No, I can't get sappy. The smart thing to do is just leave it all behind. I've already made my choice. When I get up to Asheville, I'm burning this. End of story. Oh damn, is that it? Damn, that's the end of the story. My bass guitar. I haven't played all summer even though Violet keeps asking me to. There just hasn't been enough time, honestly. I can only play a few crappy ska songs anyway. Even if I enjoy playing them, that's still nothing worth showing off. Nobody remembers the bass players much anyway. Well, almost nobody, I guess. To the canvases! The stack in the living room is way smaller than it was yesterday. This next project of hers must be really important if she's bringing up so many backup canvases. I hope she didn't have trouble carrying them all out the door. Why didn't she just wake me up? I would have been more than happy to help her. To the spice rack. Again, these are really oddly specific things. An absurd number of spices hangs from the wall. One of the jars labelled Spice of Love is almost empty. Oh dear God, is this where we're going? Is that the stuff she keeps sprinkling on top of my burgers? Wait, I know you. Hi, Charlie, how you doing, how you doing, how you doing? I'll allow it. Maybe it's the secret ingredient to a healthy relationship. Oh, so we're dating, thank God. Holy shit, I almost thought it was my sister. Oh! Or maybe she is my sister. Let's leave my house. Yes. Yeah! How you doing? Oh shit! I have lots of places I can go. I say, I've got to say goodbye to these people. So, Violet's house is here. Oh, I'm in Violet's house. The crab bucket. Det Willow Park. The library. Judith's house. Oh, you ate 3 Freddos? Holy shit, how can you afford that in this economy? Jeez, are you rich, Charlie? I want your job. Where are you working? I'm actually quite good today. I bought 2 dandelion and burdock, like alcoholic ones in my shop. And I came home and I've drank one, I've like half drank the other. It's only 4%, it's not gonna do a damn thing to me. Yesterday I got a nice pizza for myself coming home. So still got a little bit of that left. I also bought myself some curry. Because I like curry. Relatable. That's highly relatable. I also ordered myself a my knitting bag. It should be coming on either Wednesday or Thursday. And I can't wait to like set it all up and show it off. Passerby. Good luck up there in Asherville, Mr. Long and Tall. Mr. Long and Tall. Somebody I don't recognise says something to me while I'm walking. Sorry, I'm eating nuts. These nuts, I'm sorry. As nondescript and generic as this moment is, I still make an effort to smile and wave as we pass each other by. That's such a British thing to do. Ooh, new skates, nice noise. Ding, ding, ding. Surely she's home today, right? I'll be right there. Oh my God, it's Judith. You came. Oh my gosh, you actually came. Why wouldn't I? Wait, where's Violet? Aren't you two spending the day together? Well, she fucking vanished, so maybe not. Wait right there, I have the oven on, just give me a minute. Don't come in yet, please. But I wanna. I mean it, don't come in. Do I get a choice? Do I get a choice? I'm gonna go in. Just a little longer. Oh my God, has she cooked Violet? Sorry about that, we're good now. Come on in and sit down. I'll make us something to drink. Judith's house, our base of operations, is as hospitable as ever. At this point, Andy probably would have stormed the front door or screamed something at me from her bedroom. So Judith and I are likely the only ones here. I take a seat in the living room while Judith half skips, half runs into the kitchen. After a deep breath, I notice something pleasant accenting the otherwise crisp, neutral air. Is that vanilla? We still have some sweet tea left over from last time. I'll pour you the rest of it and we can chat for a bit. There's some things I need to talk with you about, if that's okay. Yeah, what were we investigating? It sounds pretty fucking juicy, man. Judith places a rather large cup of sweet tea on the coffee table and sits next to me. We can watch a movie or something afterwards, but I'm not sure I'm gonna get another chance to speak with you alone like this. Look, if I'm dating Violet, I can't have anything to do with you. I am a faithful lady. She opens a can of flavourless seltzer and drinks a sizable amount before turning her attention to me. Right. Now then. I'll just get right to the heart of it. You're a great leader, obviously, and I won't tolerate anybody undermining your efforts. You could have just spent your last summer vacation doing anything. You could have ignored what happened and goofed off like the rest of us were going to. It would have been completely justifiable. You didn't have to do anything, and yet you chose to rally us together. What happened? Flippin' heck! You chose to spend your last days of freedom risking your life and fighting something far bigger than yourself. And the only reason why you did that was because it was the right thing to do. You did it all because of kindness. It was a kindness to restore this town back to the normal place it once had been. And that kindness is what bound us together. We were captivated by you. I still am. If I quit following you, even after knowing what was causing all those incidents, I wouldn't have been able to live with myself. Your kindness pushed us forward, and I've never experienced anything so powerful. And that power is what allowed us to control the fate of this town. We won, and that's what we had to do to win, was And what we had to do to win was a kindness. So the fact that Violet, who should be supporting you more than ever, would imply otherwise in front of everybody. It's unjustifiable. Oh my god, she cooked Violet. Fuck. Oh well, I don't have a girlfriend anymore. It's mutiny. Is that why none of us are hanging out together today? Her and I are working it out. It's fine. Thank you for worrying about me. Yeah. Always, I don't want you starting off your new life with a false impression of who you are. Nothing good ever comes from doubting yourself. So if that seed of doubt Violet planted in you starts to grow, the only thing to do it will do is sap away your confidence. Charlie, are you a baka? Why are you such a baka, I swear. I know it well. And without confidence, you won't make it through college. I had no confidence and I made it through college fine. He'll be fine. I'll be fine. Hit pat, hit pat, hit pat. Thank you for the hit pats. It's been a hot minute since I've used my 3D model. It all feels a little strange that you can see me moving around again. You wore a back. I need to sort out the mouth movements on it though. They're not very well done. But then Vroid's mouth movements are more sketchy at best. And I wanted to change them all from the default because they all looked really, really dumb. Right. wait, where is it? Yes, you are, Baka. You won't be able to survive on your own if you keep doubting yourself. I doubt myself daily, and I still find it somewhere in me to keep going. Like, my next month is gonna be a fucking blast, right? Hands down. Yeah, it takes a baka to know a baka. That's why I know you are a baka. Next to kindness, conviction is the single most valuable thing a person can possess. Violet should know that, and I think she does. So I don't get why she would plant that little nugget of doubt in your head like she was doing you a favour. Nuggets? I'm sorry, did somebody say nuggets? Need! You know, they closed down the local supermarket in my town, and I'm sad. Because now I have to walk a mile to fine chicken nuggets. I don't like it. Yes, it is pain, Ludwig, it is pain. It's just really mean. She should have thought about what you wanted. Do you know what's really mean is nobody's telling me what I did. She should have let you believe in yourself. Because what? Never mind. I've said everything I needed to say. At this point, I'm kind of being a jerk, aren't I? I really don't know. Meh. That's not going well for you, is it? Otherwise, she'd be with you in some capacity right now. It's clear as day what's going on here. Either you two are fighting or she's avoiding interacting with anyone out of shame. Regardless, I'm certain that what you've been saying to her isn't working as intended. But that's hardly your fault. You could charm a fish right out of the ocean if you wanted to. Oh, stop, you. I can't tell whether the seagull sounds are coming from the game or outside. I live in a seaside town. I genuinely can't tell if the birds are here or there. You wouldn't have made it this far if you didn't know the right things to say. It's part of your power. But sometimes, with some people, there is no good ending. They're just too stubborn to function, so no matter how charming you are, it won't lead to anywhere you want. Is that foreshadowing? Huh? Are you trying to tell me it's all gonna go to shit anyway? Damn. Because reasons. Never mind, I've said everything I needed to say. At this point, kinda being a jerk, aren't I? Forgive me. Violet is your girlfriend, so I'm sure that you can see the value in her actions. Just please, don't take everything she does to heart. You're a kind man. You're heroic for doing what needed to be done. We all are. And even if she might not want to admit it, Violet is too. Anyone in her situation would be. And now this town belongs to us. Oh. Well, shit. She is going to cook my girlfriend, and I'm next. I better leave. So let's enjoy ourselves while we can and forget about what's done. It is done, after all. Judith gets up from her seat and grabs the TV remote off the coffee table. Thank you for letting me vent. Oh, I didn't want to save it, but I suppose I will while I have the chance. Return! How's your sweet tea, by the way? I know you prefer it a little warm, but is it still good when it's like this? I reach over to my glass and I take a hearty gulp. It's not too sweet, but it still has the kindest flavour, just the way I like it. I give my friend a reassuring thumbs up. It tastes like shit, Judith. Thank you for nothing. Perfect. Let's watch something light-hearted this time. I want our last day together to be a fun one, okay? I'm not spending all day with you! In the end, Judith and I end up watching her favourite movie one last time. The one with the rock star and all those puppets. I never really saw the appeal in it, but I know the movie is a comforting part of her childhood, so I sit through it for her sake. Oh, that's kind. She seems too kind. I don't like it. There's something off about people who are too nice. We don't have much time to talk left afterwards though. Judith hands me a few things I would have otherwise left at her house and walks me to the door. I know you were probably bored watching out with me again, but I still appreciate it. Thank you for being everything that you are. I think she is salty that she's not my girlfriend and Violet is. Please, take these. She hands me a plate of gift-wrapped macaroons. Oh my god! I might like this girl after all. I was making those before you came over. That's why I couldn't come to the door immediately. I wanted to keep them in surprise for as long as possible. I wish I could do more though. I wish... Jesus Christ. Judith dives into me and buries her head on my shoulder. I meant everything I said to you know. You're the kindest man I've ever met. Never allow anyone to let you think otherwise. Never. Judith backs away from me and begins making her way inside. I'll see you soon, okay? Stay sweet. Oh, she had a pained expression on her face. Journal pages through 18 to 24 have been recalled. Should I check my journal entries? What is my fucking cat doing? 2 seconds. Stop it. Stop it! Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna murder my cat. Stop it. Cat's done being a menace to society now. Right, let's see. Wait, can we check our journal entries? Let's go and talk to McDudeson. Oh, look at him. He's cute. Wait. What did these buttons do? Main menu. No. Log. Gallery. Tanya. A perfectly normal rocket, the symbol of human ambition. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we unlocked a few things. Let's go. It said we had journal entries. Can I not look at those? Oh well. Watch out! College boy coming through. Somebody I don't recognize say something to me while I'm walking. As nondescript and generic as this moment is, I still make an effort to smile and wave as we pass each other by. I find myself at the local library. Wait, is this journal? Journals! Oh my god! Okay. Am I supposed to collect all of them and it will give me a hint as to what the fuck we did? Oliver, I've written you some notes that might be nice to refer to in the coming days. These are likely the last batch, as between the two of us we should be enough on the same page to proceed with things accordingly. I appreciate you going so far outside of your comfort zone with all of this. I know it isn't always easy to work with others, even those you consider close friends. In the face of that difficulty, consider the remaining pages in this journal as a gift. After all, you are the only other person I know that goes through a paper so voraciously. I respect that, so do with these extra pages as you wish. Moreover, try not to be shy about sharing your craft. We all admire it. Stay sharp. Okay. Back to the index, because we don't have pages like 2 to 17. What is this? The rib cage. When our leader first told us that there was a locker that led to an alternate dimension, I thought he was insane, and Kohaku also thought he was insane. What the fuck? However, when I beheld the dark portal within the locker for myself, I knew then that the locker was the insane one. I would prove to be even more insane as I followed him, as my left foot remained on the steel floor outside the locker. My right plunged forth into something that looked like gravel, but gave like flesh. Rigid and slightly spongy, but unyielding all the same. Is this what it would be like to be tread upon a corpse? The branched veins running along the ground. The bluffs and the air certainly support that idea. The act of simply walking in this world still makes my stomach coil. Thankfully, I'm not alone in feeling this. The ground is barren of flora and compromised entirely of this corpse gravel. It seems to stretch on in canyons for miles in what appears to be the 4 cardinal directions, or at least, I think. It's hard to say for sure regarding directions because there is no sun. The closest thing to it is a fragmented shimmering glow in the crimson sky. It seems appropriate to call this place the ribcage. Not only does it feel quite dead, but it also seems to lead to many other places. Temperature 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity mild. Visibility high. What the hell? Okay, we stumbled across a rib cage. Pandora. A vein-laden hill stands sterile near the center of the rib cage. If one makes the climb to the top, a noticeable rise in temperature can be felt. Logically, I would think that a rise in elevation causes a drop in temperature, but perhaps the underworld is not the place for logic. At the highest point of the hill, a solid black sphere is suspended in the air, roughly 2 meters off the ground. The sphere is surrounded on both sides by slates, the domains of the sirens, and yet no siren dwells here. The sphere itself reflects no light, makes no noise, and is as large as a construction vehicle's wrecking ball, possibly even a bit bigger. All of us were afraid to draw too close on our first visit. Even Ashton had to work up the nerve just to throw his stick at it. It bounced off and didn't really seem to have any effect, thankfully. The veins running up the hill fray off into brittle trees just before reaching the sphere, as though even the underworld itself was afraid to touch it. Of all this only begs one question. What in God's name is it? Is it part of the underworld? If not, how did it get here? Is it alive? If so, does it feel, or is it something completely inanimate? Too many questions for too many unknowns, but given the nature of the underworld so far, I'm going to consider it dangerous until further notice. Tampering with it could be like opening Pandora's box, or sphere as it were in this case. What the fuck is with this game? We're noticing alternate dimensions? Nani? Okay. Journal number 20, I guess? One of the folk canyons of the ribcage led us to this horrible place. Thick blankets fogged the air, as though that small glimmer of light in the sky wasn't already hard enough to see. It chokes our pores, and it's very hard to take a full breath. Not that we'd be too keen to do so, the stench of sulphur is inescapable. Trenches and rivers have been carved into the ground every few 100 feet or so. Each of them is filled with soldiers hardly human as they are black and wispy in appearance. Not one of them pays us any mind. Above the screams of their rifles and artillery, the serene song of a siren fills the air. Whenever the soldiers are not in a trench, they are making the charge towards the center of the battlefield, where the siren Arachna... What? Even. Siren Akarana resides in peace amidst a hurricane of bullets, shells and toxic gas. Miraculously, not a single round hits her. That I don't think they're aiming for her, rather they are enchanted by the song, to charge without abandon into the battlefield and kill each other endlessly. From the shadows of the trenches, more soldiers emerge indefinitely and continue to march into their doom. And yet, they must not view it as such. Each one dies with a smile on his wispy face, as though they are somehow enjoying this. We can't allow this to continue. We need to make our way across this battlefield and halt Arcana's song. But why? But why? Okay, so I'm guessing this is just more of the same. Okay, so this one's like an ice castle. Okay, cool. A foundry of sin. That sounds like somewhere that would be in Diablo. Yeah. Okay, so they've discovered a portal to the underworld. This is sure something. Okay. And they encountered everything they saw there. Okay. What does this have to do with what they saw there? Well, this is weird. Let's see what the dude has to say about this. Lucky for me, Yamila's here too. Yeah. As absorbed as he seems in his reading, I can't help but feel as if he was aware of my presence the moment I stepped into the lobby. Ah, you're here. Excellent. Glad you could make it. We'll have to keep our discussion down, unfortunately. There's a chess tournament happening over on the other side of the library. Did you finish your copy of the books, perhaps? perchance? Fantastic! There's a lot of juicy stuff in here that I would like to really dig into with you. Namely, Mersault. I'm interested to see what you thought of him as a character. Just give me a second to go to the bathroom. Yeah, he kinda looks like a Pokemon villain. By the time I take my seat and fish out my copy of The Stranger, Emil has already made his way back to me. After a brief acknowledgement of his presence, he sits down from me and begins reading. The technique that the author uses is remarkable. He writes in such a way that, although Mersault is detached, he's still quite relatable. Hardly the heroic type, though. While he is technically the protagonist and is clearly in a pitiable situation, I can't say he doesn't deserve what happened to him. Tell me, what do you think Mersault's greatest sin was? Existing. The actual murder. He shot that guy 5 times. Hehe, I respect the pragmatic nature of that answer. In a purely legal sense, yes, you are correct. While one could argue that he is complicit in the violence against Raymond's girlfriend, the crime Mersault is charged with is of course murder. He may have been manipulated by Raymond, but ultimately his actions are his own. So yes, you are technically correct. And like Ashton always says, technically correct is the best kind of correct. Even so, that viewpoint doesn't give us much to chew on. Don't kill each other is a rather elementary message, so I'm pretty sure that isn't what Camus is going for when constructing the work. Right? Like, here, have a teabag, bruh. Still, musings aside, murder is a terrible crime, so I can hardly fault you for thinking that it is Mersault's greatest sin. I'm sure the most dangerous minds in existence have fancied themselves as philosophers and intellectuals, and in doing so lost track of life's most simple truths. So at the end of the day, that viewpoint of yours may be the only one that truly matters. My question might have been a bit too reductive, though. I think our hero's fate can be ascribed to a conflux of different factors rather than just one fault you might have as a person. Nah, murder is murder. It's bad. The reality is Mersault is a man of many sins, so trying to narrow it down to just one great sin is probably impossible for us. The only one who would know the true extent of his sins would be Mersault himself. Or in this case, the author. Honestly, it's a book. Why are we so hung up on a book? Judging by my journal, we have bigger fucking issues, okay? I doubt outsiders like us are adequate judges. Still, it makes for a fun discussion. I'm glad Judith was kind enough to recommend this one to us. This was Judith's recommendation? God damn, she's glad I've already visited her. I would have punched her in the face for that. Emil holds up the book in his hand and smiles. As always, she has remarkable taste. Really, though? I suppose it's no surprise that her preferred reading material turned out to be so divine. It's rather grim subject matter for such a classy woman, though. But I suppose this world of ours is full of little curiosities like that, isn't it? Emil checks his pocket watch, furrowing his brow in the process. I'm afraid we'll have to end it here, though. I didn't realize I had kept you for so long. There are a few things I have to let you know before we depart, however. Emil gets up from his chair and leans in next to me, lowering his voice as he speaks. My hypothesis was right. The underworld is now completely barren. I've been going in after midnight with Ashton to check for hostiles. But why? We've scouted every square inch of that place. Unfortunately, it seems like eliminating all of them did not have an effect on what time we can actually enter. We still only have that 10-minute window after midnight. However, for the time being, I think it is safe to assume there was a casualty between the sudden death incidents and those monsters. So as long as things are peaceful back there, Siren's Call should also remain safe. Emil moves back from my ear, now speaking in a much more relaxed tone. I'll likely be doing some more research on that environment after you've left. After all, there is still so much about it that we don't know, So until that opening closes for good, I'll make sure our team is both informed and safe. I know this is likely nothing you aren't already aware of, but I figured you would gain some degree of comfort hearing this information from me directly, especially considering recent accusations regarding your actions. Then what did I do? Emil bites his lip and breathes out a heavy sigh. About that, by the way, I'm willing to observe if Violet's claims have any merit. If there is an objective and observable negative change in the population, I will do my best to record it and report my findings. I will even take steps to reverse it if that is possible. However, I don't know how much more time I have to gather data before the locker shuts itself forever. So, if for the time being, I will prioritize my field research. I don't know if you two are still together, but if you see her today, would you kindly let her know that I'm willing to be amicable about this even after her assertions? What did she say? Emil grabs my shoulder and stares intensely at me, as if her eyes were a shovel digging into wet soil. Know this, even in your absence we will keep this town safe. And no matter what is said or what ends up happening, we will keep you safe. You have nothing to worry about. Emil pulls away and smiles. Am I in danger? Nani? We should probably return our box now, seeing as you're not going to be back here for a while. Shall we then? Am I in danger though? Like, I'm so fucking confused. We place our copies of The Stranger on the front desk and thank the librarian, who smiles absent-mindedly as she accepts our returns. Emil, now likely done with his session at the library, escorts me to the lobby. Well, it looks like this is it, for now at least. There's still so much I'd like to discuss, but I suppose it's best for us to wait until your next visit. In the meantime, I will do my best to act as your viceroy? I probably butchered that. I'm sorry, I didn't read my thesaurus this morning. If anything of note occurs in your absence, you can trust me to mail you the details as soon as possible. Emil walks over and shakes my hand, giving me his pocket watch in the process. Thank you for the great discussions. I acknowledge Emil's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Stay sharp. Journal pages 15 through 17 have been recalled. Okay, let's see. Oh god, what the holy shit? It's later than you think it is. Yes, thank you for that. Fucking hell. Well, that was absolutely uncalled for. Let's see, I'm more curious about my journal entries, I'm so sorry. Right, 15 through 17. Bristful and... whatever. Our leader was the first among us to enter the underworld, thus I suppose it's only fitting that his muse would take on the appearance of an angel. Bristful looks majestic and invincible. Okay, so I have an angel now? But looks can be deceiving. He is made entirely of wax. Okay. Mind you, wax is sturdier than you'd think, but it stands little chance against intense flames. Furthermore, his ability to fly is quite limited. I would liken it more to hovering, really. What? A muse, as a working definition, a manifestation of an individual's least desired mode of his existence, as well as a source of the kind of power that individual desires most in life. Amongst all of our muses, Violet may be in possession of the most docile and adorable, a lamb. This is not to say that Akina is incapable. In fact, it is quite the opposite. Akina possesses several unique abilities only she can use, things that the rest of our muses simply cannot, such as the manipulation of time and space. At least as far as the underworld is concerned, I cannot speak much for Akina's sturdiness, since it is rare that she even gets hit much in the first place. The fleece shines blindingly bright in response to attackers drawing near, I do not think she'd be capable of taking too much hits, however, especially from the sirens. Direct combat may be unwise. What am I reading? Alternate dimensions, little angel things? What? What is going on? Yeah, whatever, this is weird. Hey kid, how's your lady friend doing? Somebody I don't recognize says something to me while I'm walking. As nondescript and as generic as this moment is, I still make an effort to smile and wave as we pass each other by. Andy's doing some pull-ups on a set of bright green monkey bars. At first, it almost seems like she's in some sort of trance, completely focused on the rhythm of her workout. Hello! But then I step into her domain and like some sort of homicidal jungle predator, Andy flings herself into the air and starts barreling towards me. Hey there, Slim. Glad you finally made it. Without missing a beat, Andy stands up straight, walks over and slaps me on the butt. Excuse me, I have a lady friend. You ready to run? We don't have a whole lot of time left to dawdle, you know. Come on, let's get out of here. She's already several yards away from me by the time I'm done processing everything that's just happened. As silly as exercise seems right now, I know better than to try and fight her on this. And so, I do as I'm told and I start jogging after my friend. Our route pretty much takes us all over the island. With the exception of a few motivational insults to keep me moving, Andy stays mostly quiet as we cut our way through Siren's Call. That is, of course, until we get to his house. Andy peeks over the dilapidated fence, staring into the dark grove of palm trees and ferns surrounding Ashton's home. Ugh, his TV isn't on. I swear, if that boy is out working, I'm gonna bop him into next week. Hey, Trashton, unless you're ambidextrous, there's no way you're gonna be able to jerk it with a broken wrist. Wow. Okay. You'll have blue balls for the rest of your pathetic, dickless little life. Are you good with that? Andy waits for some sort of response. But no lights flick on within the house, and no voice comes bearing sarcastic retorts from the bramble. Hello, 3PO. How you doing? Unreal. Hydrate? Certainly. It's dandelion and burdock, but with 4% alcohol in it. I couldn't tell you what alcohol, I don't know. It doesn't say. Sparkling alcoholic beverage made using natural flavours. This nostalgic flavour is truly a British classic. I mean, it is, but it still doesn't tell me what's in it. I'm still in the first hour of the game. It's went places already, if it doesn't start giving me some form of, what is going on soon, it's just confusing. I'm kind of like, what is going on here? I shall indeed enjoy, and thank you for the stretch. Oh. Ouch! Are you looking forward to our collab tomorrow? I am looking forward to our collab tomorrow. If he's out there lifting boxes with his bum of a father when he should be resting. She grits her teeth and begins sprinting away from the property. Oddly enough, the air around me is insult-free for the remainder of our jog. Oh, wow. I'm honoured. Oh no. Oh, it's afternoon, it's fine. Oh shit. What did I click? After some time, Andy and I reached the halfway point of our normal route, the arid walkway in front of our old high school. Andy, for some reason, looks as though she's about to vomit. barely have any time to rest before she turns back around and starts jogging again. Sorry, but we're not stopping here. Even if the rest of us is still alive, that school will always reek of death. Excuse me? Even if the rest of us are... What the fuck happened? Again, okay? Jeez. I absolutely need some fucking answers. 3PO, if you stream this, let me watch. Okay, let me watch. I absolutely need your take on this. I can't wash it off. I can't wash it off. Oh dear. And nothing can change that. Yes, and it gets into weird shit straight away. Wastes no goddamn time. Come on, I'm not slowing down. We'll do our stretches back at the park, alright? Even though my body is numb with fatigue, I do as I'm told and I follow Andy. Yes, don't piss off a lady. Not a good idea. After what feels like hours, we finally make it back to the park. Really what? What did I say? I find the nearest bench and collapse on it. Andy, unfazed, throws her right leg up on a picnic table and begins stretching. Oliver, we've been over this. No, don't piss off a lady. If you don't stretch immediately after running, you're just going to be sore in the morning. Get up. You need to get in the habit of doing this. Get up and stretch. After psyching myself up a bit, I do as I'm told and I walk over to Andy. We stretch our bodies using the crusty wood of the picnic table to prop ourselves up. Wow. Crusty wood. Not a thing I thought I'd be saying today. I hope you realise how important it is to actually do this kind of stuff. Even if you're okay with being sore tomorrow, you need to be able to defeat the voice in your head that's telling you to relax. That's the real reason we do this, Captain. It's not even really about being healthy, it's more about being able to win every argument you have with yourself. It's about destroying the parts of you that are weak. It's about willpower. Andy smiles at me, clearly satisfied with her monologue. And I'm staring at my cat, wondering what the fuck she's doing. Stop it! No, don't be a menace to society. Go on, go away. Get out. Come on, out. Out. My god, my cat, please. What are you... I'm gonna murder my cat. Andy smiles at me, clearly satisfied with her monologue, and sits down at the table, signalling to me that our workout is over. You see, right now you're still inexperienced, so your mind is like a ball of wet clay. When outside forces you to put pressure on it, it'll conform into whatever shape it needs to be in order to be comfortable. Exercise is an outside force, except unlike most things, we get to decide when we're exposed to it. Which is perfect. If we know that pain is coming, then we can use it. We can use the pain to condition ourselves and fight those urges to be comfortable. We can use it to kill the parts of us that are slow and weak. And once that weak part of you is dead, there is nothing left but strength. Which I promise is going to come in handy once you start doing all-nighters or whatever. Your brain is going to be all, I can just do this essay in the morning, I should sleep, blah blah blah. And you're going to be all, shut up brain, you don't control me. And then you'll think, wow, Andy's so cool for making me stretch, I should buy her something nice next week when I go to visit her and Judy. So yeah, get good, scrub. That was quite the monologue. Good, it better have been. You need to care about this stuff, Captain. It's important. Judy always goes on and on about how great of a coach I am. But it's hard to know for sure if you've actually helped someone, isn't it? After all, it's not like I can use your passion as a metric. Even the most passionate people can mess up horribly when it matters most. And when they do mess up, they break a leg or split their head on the pavement. That's kind of extreme. How much of that is my fault? It's also hard to keep track of. I can never know for sure if I'm doing everything in my power to help you guys. There's no way to know. It's stupid. But if what everyone keeps saying is true, then it's what I have to work with. Judy's right. There's nothing for you. There's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine at college. You'll be fine. Which reminds me. I'm sure you already know that Judy wants to see you one last time before you leave, right? Have you gone to see her yet, Oliver? I fucking did. Okay, killer. I know you probably had a date with Violet today or something, so thanks for setting aside time to go say bye to my sister. It wouldn't have looked good if you went to hang out with me and then didn't even acknowledge her. But you probably already knew that, didn't you? You knew how rotten that would have been, which is why you beat me to the punch. How proactive. Anywho, that was the last thing I was really worried about. If you've already been to the house, then I don't need to go back myself just yet. Might as well keep working out. I'll let you go through though. You've still got people left to see, I'm sure. But you should probably go home and wash up first. You smell rank. Wow, thanks. Not sure how much of your real girlfriend would appreciate that healthy musk of yours, if you know what I'm saying. Andy leaps from her seat and slaps me on the back, wishing me luck with my future endeavours. Strangely enough, her last piece of advice for me was to stay hydrated. I promise that I will, and I will stay hydrated. I will hydrate. Ooh. I promise that I will, and make my way out of the park while Andy starts doing push-ups in the grass. How much time do I have left to go visit people? Oh, Oliver, wait! Andy bullets towards me, gripping something in her right hand. I almost forgot to give you this. She hands me a brand new water bottle. You can't stay hydrated without a water bottle after all. I mean, you can, but it probably won't end well. Don't worry though, I've never used it before. I've had plenty of fresh ones left over from my sponsorship. Make sure it gets tons of use, okay? When I see you again, I want you to be so ripped that I barely even recognize you. Oh my god. Cat again, really? Bugger off! Get out of me box! That's not for cats. That's where I put my clothes. Honestly, my cat's such a menace. Why are you so fascinated with my box? Can you leave it alone for 5 fucking minutes? This is what I have to put up with you now. So get on it. Defeat the weakness that rots within your soul. What do you mean, am I serious? She's trying to get in my clothes box, and I don't want her in my clothes box. My cat doesn't do well with clothes. No, but that box, why that one? I have so many boxes in my house that are specifically for the cat. Sorry, I knocked over a ball. So why is she so fascinated with the ones that's got my clothes in it? She's never been fascinated with it before, but today, now she wants to be in it. I acknowledge Andy's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. Okay. Thank you for lending us your strength, Captain. I'll see you soon. Stay strong. Okay, so the first one said stay sweet. One said stay strong. I have more journal pages. Says it more weird shit again. Let's have a look. The crab bucket. Sure, let's go to crab bucket. What? The Widowmaker, that sounds cool. Appearance, bass guitar with red strings, purpose weapon for use against sirens. At first glance, the Widowmaker seems like an ordinary bass guitar. In its original incarnation, it was an ordinary bass guitar. Our leader had it lying around and decided that it would be the best thing to use as a weapon against the sirens. Indeed, it is as good as most things of its size for battering and smashing. While the frame of the guitar is surprisingly sturdy, the original strings were not. They snapped shortly after a few swings. Alida was content to keep using it despite its broken strings, but Violet had an interesting, if morbid, idea. To replace the strings of the guitar with vocal cords of a siren. Judith and I set upon the rather blateful task of restringing the guitar. The procedure was unsettling, as was the end result, but I cannot deny its effectiveness. When Alida plays the notes on the restrung guitar, the songs of the sirens echo from the chords. So long as he can learn and remember the sequences of notes, he can fight the sirens with the same songs that they use against us. Of course, if all else fails, he can still swing it as an axe, as he previously did, and the vocal cords seem to never snap. Wait. I'm sorry, is there songs to remember here? Huh. Okay. So they just seem to be weapon entries. Hey there, Oliver, lovely weather we're having today, huh? Oh my god, we're in England. Somebody I don't recognise says something to me while I'm walking. As a nondescript and generic as this moment is, again? Okay. Ash is sitting outside of Jake's crab bucket playing on his cell phone. He seems to notice me approaching and gets up from his seat, flipping his phone closed in the process. He has a flip phone? What the heck? Hey dude. He only looks at me for a second before turning towards the restaurant. You hungry? I'm hungry, so let's go get some food. Oh, and I'm buying, so you gotta order water if you're thirsty, okay? You can't get whatever food you want. You can get whatever food you want, but I'm not paying $3 for a soda. Money's kinda tight right now. It doesn't take long for Ash to place our order. I always get a steakhouse burger whenever I come here anyway, and I guess he's just picked up on that. He even remembers that I like mine medium rare and tells the waitress as much during our order. It's a real treat to watch him be accommodating like this, given how abrasive he is sometimes. Normally whenever the six of us eat, Ash just plays on his phone until the food arrives, letting Emil and Judith do most of the strategizing. There's nothing normal about today though, is there? I'm gonna be a real man. Things were really shitty before I met you. Ash immediately jumps on it, as brazen as always. He fiddles with the bandage on his wrist before eventually squeezing it with his right hand. And even after that, I was still pretty sure that summer was going to be lame, no offense. I had it all planned out. I was going to work with Dad on the weekdays, maybe hop online at night and play some Bone Sword with you and Emil. I was going to keep on trying shit like that over and over again, the next day, and the next, until... I don't know, until I start feeling like an actual adult, I guess. That was the plan. That was my plan. It was all I had. Ashton scowled, putting more pressure on his wrist. Never thought I'd end up being a hero. I didn't even know something like that was possible for a guy like me. I always thought I was just some jerk. Just another one of those punks at a school no one gives a damn about until you're not stuck in the same class as them anymore. The kind of kid that's stuck being a kid forever. It's crazy how things ended up though. I said, you really think it's all over? Bitch, we have a visual novel here. It's not over. That's what Emil says anyway, and that nerd hasn't been wrong yet. Time to start. I'm sure we're fine. Those sudden death incidents were happening a whole bunch before, right? And now we've gone 2 weeks without anybody seizing. Oh my god. People were dying? The fuck? It's gotta mean something, dude. Not only that, but the backside of the lock has been completely dead every time we've gone in since. I get where you're coming from, but that place is a total wasteland now. So, relax, okay? You did good. We all did good. I don't really know what I'm gonna do now, though. All the important stuff is over, so I guess it's time for me to start acting like an actual adult. Working at B-Mobile with Dad probably isn't gonna cut it, though. I don't want to be one of those dudes that peaked when he was 18. I don't think that's gonna be good enough anymore. But it'll be pretty hard to top everything that's happened to us. When I do, though, I want to be able to let my brother-in-arms know about it. So... Ashton places something on the table. It's a brand new cell phone, along with a pretty slick looking case to go with it. This is for you. I'm not going to be one of those guys you were friends with in high school and I never ended up talking to again. I can't help but try and hide my discomfort as Ashton slides the phone across the table. What? You weren't going to buy one anyway. So take it. We had some spares lying around the house anyway. I'm sure Dad won't miss it. I do as I'm told and I put Ashton's gift in my backpack. You're the only one of us actually leaving Florida, so I figured you're the one that needed a new phone the most. Emil, Judy and Andy are all within walking distance and Violet isn't leaving Siren's Call anytime soon. So that only leaves you. We can't talk about what happened with other people, so it's important we all still have a way to keep in touch, isn't it? Like, we fought together, dude. We bled together. You're not just gonna drop off the face of the earth, right? Yes. Of course not. Okay, cool. You better keep to that. When I start my new badass life as an adult, I want you to be able to know about it. Don't tell you this, but I've been thinking about getting a houseboat when I'm finally able to move out of my dad's place. Got no idea what I'm gonna do for a job, though. Hey, I know parents aren't really a thing anymore, but how about detectives? Or a fisherman? Did dude really not go for the obvious option here? We've both got some experience solving mysteries now, don't we? Maybe if the whole higher education thing doesn't work out, you could move back down here, and the two of us can start up something. There might even be a way to turn what we did in the underworld into something that makes us some serious cash. It'd be nice to keep doing what we've been doing, but actually get paid for it. What do you think about that, my dude? We talk about Ashton's ideal future until our food arrives. After a bit, we finish eating and Ashton, true to his word, foots the bill. Damn, I guess this is it, huh? I'm sure you've got other things you gotta do, so I'll leave you to it. Ashton walks over and hands me a small slip of paper with his phone number on it. Give me a call once you've touched down in Nashville, alright? I love you, bro. Thanks for the adventures. I acknowledge Ashton's sincerity with a reassuring thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Stay cool. Did you all have a cringy phrase like this? Journal pages through 2 to 6 have been recalled. Who's that? When you paint a big fake smile on your face, it only takes a little rain to wash it off. Remember that. Is that a siren? Is this a siren? This is why it's called Siren's Call. Ha ha ha. I'm pretty much out of time, so I go back to Violet's house and pack the rest of my things. Siren, as in like... Well, I know when I say siren, I mean like... it's hard to describe. It's like a mythology thing. Type siren into Google. Eventually Miss Lawrence comes home and we load everything I own into her car. As we're about to leave though, Miss Lawrence gets a dangerous weather alert on her phone. Yeah, like a mermaid kind of thingy, like that sings loud. And apparently, a once benign tropical storm off the coast has swollen to the size of a massive hurricane, suspending not just my flight, but every flight going out of Florida. Looks like I won't be leaving Siren's Call anytime soon. How unfortunate. Panic. Goodbyes failed. Try again. What? I failed? Was I supposed to fail? I'm most confused. Goal, say goodbye to your friends. Huh. I think I failed, guys. You know what it is? I'm gonna kind of call this, like, chapter 1 for now. Because I need to go for now. But we're gonna be coming back here. I don't know, it said I failed. We're gonna be coming back here on Wednesday with some more Sirens Call. So let's see if we manage to say goodbye to our friends then. It said I failed to say goodbye to my friends. I guess it's, I don't know. Hmm. This is strange indeed. Let's go and read Red Joker. Red Joker is one of my group members from the Pastel Circus. So we're gonna go and raid and share the love over there. Yes, and we're gonna be back here with some more Siren's Call on Wednesday. So if that's your thing, come back. And until then, bye bye.